If you plan on flying to JFK, LaGuardia, Boston, Atlanta, Detroit, LAX, it's a wrap. There are no air traffic controllers. I've had 11 flights canceled already. Had to take bags off those planes, give them back to the customers, try to figure out other options. You can try to fly to a nearest city like Philly, or I don't even know if you can get to Philly and then take the train up. I'm not even sure. But there's nothing that we can really do. Like, I'm not an air traffic controller. I can't tell a plane where to land, where not to land. I can't. I'm sorry. I wish there was something else I could do to help, but at this point, we're all out of options. I wish everyone the best. I wish you all safe travel journeys, but it's getting rough out here.
Something strange is happening across airports right now. Flights are being canceled or delayed at a rate that hasn't been seen in a long time. Travelers are stranded, gates are packed, and social media is flooded with people posting videos of chaotic terminals and endless lines. But here's the thing, this isn't just bad luck or bad weather. It's the result of a growing worker shortage hitting airports nationwide. Air traffic controllers, TSA agents, and even ground crews are stretched thinner than ever. And when that many moving parts in the aviation system start breaking down, the entire schedule falls apart.
Hey guys, it's been a rough 8 hours in this airport, but my flight officially just got canceled. So I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to be doing. I messaged my boss, but she didn't answer. My mom thinks that I should sleep in the airport or just stay awake in the airport because JetBlue said that they'll be flying people out on the next flights available, but likely that won't be until early morning. And like, what if I left, got a hotel, and then missed the next flight that they want to fly me out on? Like, I just am not in the mood for all that. So I guess I'm going to be staying at the airport until further notice. And I have a wedding tomorrow that I was supposed to get home to the city tonight, and then I was supposed to wake up really early and go to Long Island because we have to leave Long Island by 1 o'clock to make it to the wedding on time. Does not look like I will be attending that wedding anymore. So sorry, Jess and Chris, I won't be there. I will be in the Orlando airport crying. So thanks, bye.
Now, to be clear, not every flight is canceled and not every airport looks like a scene from a disaster movie, but the rise in disruptions is real. Air traffic control centers are reporting higher numbers of callouts, especially from employees working without pay or under mounting pressure. Those absences might sound small, but in aviation, a handful of missing controllers or delayed shift changes can create a ripple effect that spreads across the country. One delay in Atlanta can hold up departures in Chicago, Los Angeles, and even international routes. It's all connected, and that's exactly what's happening now, a domino effect that's making travel more unpredictable by the day.
Good evening. We begin tonight here with an alarming close call at Boston's Logan Airport. 2 passenger jets, one with more than 300 people on board, just 125 feet from landing on the runway when another plane passes in front. It was a Delta flight from Paris on approach to Boston just moments from landing when another plane taking off crossed its path on an intersecting runway. Air traffic controllers jumping in to get the Delta plane to go around again. And this comes as the FAA tonight acknowledging critical staff shortages amid this government shutdown. Air traffic controllers not getting paid, many calling in sick. ABC's Matt Rivers leading us off tonight.
Tonight, the alarming close call for 2 passenger planes at Boston's Logan Airport. Listen to the moment 2 pilots realized they were on a possible collision course.
What the heck? That was close. Yeah, man, not cool.
A Delta flight from Paris with nearly 300 people on board coming in for landing yesterday, just 125 feet off the runway, about to touch down, just as a Cape Air flight was speeding down an intersecting runway taking off, according to Flight Radar 24. Suddenly, air traffic control noticed something was wrong.
Delta 263, have you go around and turn 10 degrees left.
For Delta 263.
That Delta flight aborting its landing, climbing back into the air. The controller ordering that Cape Air flight to stay low.
Care, go low.
Going low.
Both planes coming within 3,800 feet of each other.
For passengers, the experience feels like a nightmare. Flights getting canceled minutes before boarding, rebookings pushed days out, luggage piling up on carousels, and the frustration is boiling over. It's not just about inconvenience, it's about confidence. People rely on air travel to see family, make work trips, and return home. When that system breaks down, people lose trust. And that's what we're seeing unfold in real time. In this viral clip, 2 commercial planes came dangerously close on approach before controllers intervened at the last second. The footage spread fast, not because it was dramatic, but because it showed what happens when staffing shortages meet high volume travel days. Thankfully, no one was hurt, but it was a reminder of how delicate the aviation system really is, and how quickly things can go wrong when experienced teams are overworked or undermanned.
I'm an air traffic controller who's not getting paid right now during this government shutdown, and things could be getting a lot worse for us very soon. Because Donald Trump is threatening to not give guaranteed back pay to federal employees who were furloughed during this shutdown. Multiple news sources have reported on this. It's very likely to happen, and in fact, OMB has already deleted a reference to the law guaranteeing that back pay from their guidance for the shutdown. And just for a little bit of context, air traffic controllers are essential employees. We have to continue showing up during the shutdown even though we're not getting paid. With that said, we're not furloughed because we have to keep coming into work. But paid leave doesn't exist during a government shutdown. So if we put in annual leave, our version of PTO, or sick leave, which is normally paid, it can't be entered that way. It has to be converted to furlough, and previously the law stated that furlough would all get back pay guaranteed. Now, not guaranteeing that back pay creates a few issues. First of all, air traffic controllers, we request our time off a year in advance. Every year at the end of the year, right around this time or the next month or two, we request all of our leave that we're gonna get for the next year. So we have to plan a whole year in advance. So I have a guy at my facility right now who is on his leave for a week. He's got a vacation that he scheduled a year ago. And now Donald Trump is saying, we're not gonna pay you back, even though he had no clue a year ago that the government was gonna be shut down. And even if it did, he was guaranteed back pay.
And it's not just passengers feeling the strain. Airport staff, from the security line to the flight deck, are under enormous pressure. Many have gone weeks without consistent schedules or proper support. Some are covering extra shifts just to keep things running. Air traffic control is one of the most stressful jobs in the world, even when everything is normal. Add uncertainty, long hours, and reduced staffing, and you've got a recipe for burnout. That fatigue can lead to slower communication, mistakes, and last-minute scrambles, all of which impact safety.
So this is JFK Airport. If you're traveling international, please go early.
We hit. It's over with.
At some of the busiest airports in the country, like Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson and JFK in New York, travelers have filmed massive lines stretching across terminals, entire security checkpoints backed up for hundreds of feet, flights stacked on the runway waiting for clearance. It doesn't look like that every day, but the patterns are clear. The pressure is growing. One traveler described it best. It's like flying has become a gamble. You just hope your flight takes off. And right now, that's exactly what it is. A gamble. The big question now is how long this situation will last. Airlines are trying to adapt, trimming schedules, consolidating routes, and offering incentives to workers. But there's only so much they can do when the infrastructure itself is running on fumes. The aviation industry runs on precision. One small disruption can impact thousands of people. And until staffing levels return to normal, these rolling delays and cancellations are likely to continue. Because here's the reality. The aviation system is one of the most complex networks on the planet. When everything runs smoothly, it feels effortless. But when just a few pieces stop working, you see how fragile it really is. Hopefully, things stabilize soon for travelers, workers, and the entire system. But for now, if you're planning to fly, be cautious, stay alert, and give yourself more time than ever before. Have you experienced any delays or cancellations recently? What was your airport like? Packed or completely empty? Share your story in the comments. We're collecting real experiences from travelers everywhere. And if you want more updates on what's really happening across industries and everyday life, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Because the skies might look calm, but what's happening behind the scenes is anything but.